Man, yo, my fellow black people, my fellow Americans, man, listen, man, good to be back with y'all, man. Listen, man, I guess now a lot of shit is in hindsight. So, I just got on here because I wanted to talk a little bit about what I've been seeing on all this fake media, this liberal media. I don't even want to call it fake media, it's just straight out fucking biased media, liberal ass media. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of the Democratic pundits, the Democratic strategists, and all them other people talk about, man, what went wrong. Oh man, how did the demographics shift so fucking drastically and so suddenly? And I've been trying. Let's listen, y'all. I promise y'all, I've been trying to keep quiet on this shit. I've been wanting, man, not being, what I'm saying, like just I wanted to be humbled. Man, I looked at Trump, man. I seen his victory speech, man. I said, man, let me follow this man example, man. He looked very humbled, very focused, and oh man, I think he felt confirmed, man. I think he felt affirmed, man. I probably should have said affirmed. I think he felt like, oh man, America gets what he's been getting. But I only got on here, y'all, because I wanted to touch on a few things, man. A few of these, uh, yeah, what's the proper word for it, man? Just a few of these knuckleheads, man. These plants, these puppets, man. Sitting on here, man, with this propaganda, man. These falsehoods. And I find it more hilarious than upsetting, because it's so funny, man. And I'm talking about, man, since this victory was so overwhelming, like, I don't even feel threatened by them people anymore. Like I'm really saying all this shit without the threat of being censored or cut off or banned or, you know, man, motherfuckers can really have like real dialogue, man, and really can get to the bottom line of some of these disagreements. Because I'm telling y'all, man, a lot of this division really don't exist, man. A lot of these disagreements among Americans, man, really don't exist. I'm telling you, man. I'm out here on these streets, man. I'm shaking hands, man. I'm doing business with people, man. I'm with all types of people, man, from all type of political backgrounds, social backgrounds, at different ethnicities. Man, I mean, I'm talking about everybody seemed to be like I am, man. Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. Oh man. Oh man, you gotta love that song, man. I'm telling you, man, I don't give a fuck. You gotta feel something when you hear that. Because at the very least, I'm fucking free, man. And I'm there, just to be more subject specific, man, let me get down to the real nitty gritty of this shit. I don't want to just keep jigging and jabbing because my excitement is not looking all so modest right now. But I guess the most important thing I want to touch on is like I'm seeing a lot of the Democratic pundits and the fake news media, people try to explain the massive defeat of Kamala Harris. I seen Van Noss, whatever this beta nigga is, man. I seen this brother on there, man, talking about, yeah, you can't convince me, man. There was no misogyny and racism involved. Like, him and Mark Lamont Hill, man, kind of said the same shit, but I'm not gonna say shit about Mark Lamont Hill. I fuck with that brother, man. I see he down there borderline, man, coming to the realization, man, that yeah, I mean, I think he's a libertarian, man, that's pretending to be a liberal, man. I think, you know what I'm saying? So I fuck with Mark, so let me not say nothing disparaging about Mark. So Mark, if you hear this shit, which you probably won't because I'm just a regular motherfucker at home in America, man, sharing my thoughts, man, with the public, man. So don't nobody know me. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not none of that shit. I'm just hood conservative, man, with a motherfucking message and some excitement, man. But yeah, the point I'm trying to make, man, like Trump say, man, I'm weaving a little bit. I'm weaving, man. I'm gonna get back to the point. The point I was trying to make, man, is these brothers making these points of misogyny and racism and shit. Like, man, you can't tell me that that a lot of this was due to that. Like, you couldn't tell me people didn't vote for her because of her race and because she was a woman. And I can't debate that. You know, I mean, I'm sure you hear some people that didn't vote for her because she was a woman, and some people didn't vote for her. Well, shit. I don't know. It's a couple of races, so I'm quite sure it's a couple of people didn't vote for her for whatever race they didn't like, I guess. If you want to put it like that, rather than somebody who's racist against Indian and someone who's racist against Jamaicans. I mean, I'm sure there were some people, I'm sure there was a reason for, a few people. I mean, but crying out loud, we are in a free country where people get to vote their decisions or their will or their mindset or their desire. So, but I can't get back from the fact that, okay, brother, you make a good point. Of course, there's people who didn't vote for her because they're racist or because they're sexist. Let's go with that. Let's even agree that there's something inherently wrong with that. Like, that is absolutely trash. I'm sure you guys would agree with me. Somebody not voting with somebody because of their race and their sex, it seemed to be a misinformed, ridiculously stupid, crazy person. We would agree with it. And as a matter of fact, we would go even so far as to call them people un-American. Would we all agree with that? Like, if somebody decided not to vote for Kamala Harris because of her race and because of her sex, man, you are un-American, unpatriotic loser. Us libertarians, us conservatives, and us Democrats all agree on that. But for every one thing, there lies its opposite. Now, mind you, we're all in agreement that the not vote for somebody because of their race and their sexuality and their sex is absolutely un-American, unpatriotic, stupid, and foolish. I mean, you can get all type of derogatory terms to describe people who do that, right? What do you think? Like, it's easy to do. Like, man, you're not gonna vote for somebody because of their race and their sex. That's ridiculous, man. It's unpatriotic, un-American. Get the fuck away from here, you bigot. Oh man, but for every corn, there's a head. Man, you gotta hear me, y'all. And there's a motherfucking tail. Because the flip side of this corn is even more unpatriotic, even more un-American, even more foolish. To vote for someone because of their race, because of their sex, gotta be just as unpatriotic, un-American, and bigoted, and as all those nasty terms. Gotta be. Not only that, oh man, just to put shit in perspective, I am absolutely 100% sure that she received, by the plentiful, more votes because of her sex and her race than she did not receive because of those same two factors. So, if y'all gonna get on this old fake ass news, on these fake news platforms, man, and sit back and scream how she lost because of misogyny and racism, man, you better think about how she damn near won because of those same two goddamn elements, man. Because people voted for her because of her race and because of her sex, not sexuality, because of her sex or her gender. Or, nobody wants two sexes, zero genders. Countless personalities. I guess that's the new conservative mantra. I'm around with that. That shit makes sense to me. Matter of fact, I've seen that a lot of the shit the Conservative Party doing making a whole bunch of sense to me. You know, especially, man, teaming up, man, with my number one libertarian, man, RFK Jr., man. When they put him on the ticket, it was over, man. This is what every man wanted, to see that nigga a part of some shit that's happening. But yeah, man, I want you brothers, man. I want you liberal brothers, man, to consider that, man. You can't get up and complain about the same shit, man, that's absolutely, man, 100% advantageous to you. You know, you just can't do that, man. It just don't make sense, man. I was talking to my people earlier, and this drives it home. I was talking to my people earlier, and we was watching this podcast. It's the Cartier family, man. These little brothers, I love these little brothers. These little conservative brothers, man. And always, every day they got a podcast. Y'all should check it out, man. I'm telling you, y'all fuck with these young dudes, man. I mean, they young, but they found it, man. They got some sense, man. It don't sound like they got sense, but they got some sense, man. Them niggas figuring that shit out, man. So they had this broadcast today where they was showing Trump, man, making the speech, man. I was trying to get it for y'all, man, but I'm just new to this shit and I'm just starting this shit. So I don't know how to like put all that shit into the screen and how to fucking check for copyrights and all that crap. So I said, man, listen, I'll just talk about it, man. But they had a thing, and Trump was talking about taking on the deep state and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, making congressional, trying to, you know, he gonna go to Congress and ask for a constitutional amendment, man, to term senators and politicians. So they trying to get all big pharma, man, out of the politics. It's just like, god damn, like, what's so hard for people to know that that's what the fuck they supposed to be doing? Like, you know, it's not even. Man, listen, y'all, it's not even about being a politician, being powerful, being rich or nothing. Every person, every human being at their core, man, want to self-determine. No one wants to be governed by no one else's whims and desires. This is just a natural and a spiritual fact. It can't work like that. So to hear someone, man, that's running for government office to dismantle the government is exactly what America is fucking founded on. Do you understand that? This is why Donald Trump got a fucking landslide victory, because he sounded American. I don't give a fuck from the bullshit he was talking to the, oh my gosh, he's just an idiot, to all of that shit, nigga, that was American. American is unabashful, unapologetically patriotic. You gotta understand where this country was founded from. And I know I don't want to hear none of the slave shit, the native shit, none of this shit. I want to go back further than that, because I want y'all to get an understanding of what type of constitution that was, how the Constitution was constructed. I want y'all to get some understanding of what the promise of this country is. And I want you to get it from the context or from the mindset of our founding fathers. You understand? Like you gotta understand, man, America works because of its diversity. Its diversity works because at all the diversity in America, there's one core fucking idea that resides within every American. Or I wouldn't even say idea, I would say even consciousness. Every American that participated in the construction, that participated in everything about America, all was from an oppressed fucking background. Do you get what I'm saying? We are diverse, but we are similar in that we are all the people of suffering. We are all the people of oppression. Y'all want me to give y'all some historical context for that? All right, let's break this shit down. When everybody invaded America, I want you to understand. We understand. Native Americans here, their country. Europeans, the Spanish come, rob Columbus, all of them. I want you to understand that these people did all this shit under the dictate of a hierarchy. They was under dictate. So they sailed around the world to something unknown, risking their life, dying under dictate. By some king, some fascist, some dictator. They all dictated to. They come here. They see a brand new land, opportunity. They got natives here. Oh shit. We don't know them. We taking their shit. So we take it. We try to make the master happy. We tell the master, oh, we discovered, man, beautiful land, beautiful fuel, beautiful potential. The master say, man, listen, we finna go on some voyages. We finna kidnap a lot of these other people, man, and we finna colonize that continent that you guys found. So they come, they colonize it. Now, who do they colonize it with? Man, all slaves. Whether you was indentured or not, you came over this motherfucker to put work in for a dictator. Now, with that being the history, with all us being slaves in some facet, some form or another, this is what these constitution, this is what everything was founded on, the premise that we the land of the oppressed. This is what makes us similar. This what makes us so proud of being an American, because we come from shit. And now we on top. So now y'all see why I feel good to hear somebody saying, like, let's make America great again. Like, let's get back to that motherfucking state where we're not being dictated to. Because the reality of the matter is our government became a dictator. Ruled by politicians. Ruled by the deep state. I mean, let me say this. Ran by the politicians. Controlled by the deep state. And at the shit end of all this is the American people. And I know I'm rattling on. I'm not even really just giving out a whole bunch of facts and nothing, because that shit don't even matter. I'm just trying to give y'all some context to why my mind is what my mind is, and how I'm seeing shit, how I see shit, and how most of us, a huge part of us in America, seeing shit. Like, I'm hearing the Democratic strategists say, like, I've been beating this drum forever. We need to change our message. Or we need a better messenger. We're not relating to the people anymore. And I'm looking at this and I'm saying this, like, they still don't fucking get it. Like, they don't fucking get it. Hey, Millie, my dog just walked in. Like, I don't understand how they don't get it. Like, we're not saying change your message. Because look, hey, y'all listen, man. Listen what that implies. You have a political party. Let's call it a political institution or political organization. Sole purpose is politics. It's the only thing you exist for. Let's call this the Democratic Party, Republican Party, the Independent Party, the Green Party, whichever party we go to. But your sole purpose for existence as an institution is for political motherfucking achievement. Do you understand the implications of that? It doesn't tell us that you're telling that you. It doesn't give us no sense of security when you're telling us, oh my God, we get the message. We got to change our message. We got to change our personnel. It doesn't give us a sense of security to hear that that's your reply to what just happened. Because what that's telling us is that you still have intentions on controlling us. You just need to switch tactics. And I'm telling you, this is the same reason why we departed from you fucking Democratic fucking knuckleheads. This is why we fucking skedaddled. Us women, us fucking men, us Latino men, us black men. This is why we scattered. This is why we fucking ran away from that type of ideologue. Because at the end of the day, you're still telling us that you want to reside over us. But hey, you're just going to listen to us this time. Get the fuck out of here. This is what America's saying. America's saying no more of these fucking political institutions. No more of these fucking political parties. No more that we are voting for policies and individuals. Did no motherfucking body vote for the Republican Party? We supported Trump. And I want you to understand that. Like, we don't want no more. None of that shit y'all got to offer. We don't give a fuck how great you make it sound now, or how you want to come down and listen to us now. We don't want none of that shit. We don't need you. We want you out of our life, out of our fucking way. I don't understand what's so hard about that to understand. There's nowhere in the world you can convince us that you can be a political party and be for the people. Those two things seem to be in opposition of one another. A political party, a political institution, or a political organization cannot be, strictly by design, cannot be a true advocate for the people. Because it can't exist without residing over the people. I hope in some way, man, I'm explaining this shit right, because I'm trying not to get up here, man, and sound all geeky and nerdy and shit. So I'm really just trying to give y'all my basic dialogue, man, even though I'm trying to explain complex perspectives and shit. But I don't really think it's that complex. That's probably a terrible word to use. I just think that it's just shit people think and don't say. So I'm trying to say the shit that we think. You know what I'm saying? And there's so much of that shit that it gets scrambled and it get, that shit get to sounding like this. But because you can't really say it and mean it without saying it how you mean it. You know what I'm saying? You really like, yeah, motherfuckers. That's how you really want to get on here. You really want to be like, yeah, man, motherfuck you motherfuckers. But that don't really cure nothing. So, because the realness of it is that all of us really want the same shit, man. All of us really just want freedom, safety, liberty, man. That's all. I mean, just the simple shit, man. Just the shit America happens, man. And then especially, man, when we are a nation of oppression, man. Like, I mean, even the migrants, man. Even the early migrants, man. The Irish, the Italians that came to America, man. They was fleeing oppression, man. That's what I'm telling you, man. We are a diverse nation of oppressed ass people, man. This is why we have a constitution, man, that allows us to bear arms against our own government, man, because we will not be hoodwinked no more, man. Do you hear us, fucking Democrat? We will not be hoodwinked no more. And the traditional conservative party, because we did not vote for the traditional conservative party. This is a Trump conservative party, so we represent for Trump. Trump get this shit. And I wish, man, that at some level, man, because there gotta be a yearning, man. When I'm sitting back here watching all these beta man explain this Democratic debacle. When I'm sitting back watching all these liberal men, and I'm sitting back and they mostly brothers, because of course you know they're gonna put some race shit in front of the debacle. So I'm seeing all these brothers trying to explain and trying to shake their head and pretend pout and shit. Like I gotta touch on this point. I didn't even want to touch on this point, but this ran through my mind, man, because I'm sitting back here watching, man, the brother Mark Lamont Hill debate Candace Owen on the Pierre Morgan show. And I'm sitting back watching them, and I'm sitting back here, and they talking about transgender men or transgender women, participating in women's sports. I don't even know the right pronoun for a man that became a woman, but let's just go transgender man or transgender woman. But it's so amazing how the brother, man, like I'm looking at this brother, man. I watch this brother. I fuck with Mark. Like I'm telling you, I fuck with this brother. I see the alphaness in this man, and I always respect alpha man, and I see it in this man. So I'm watching this shit, and I'm watching him trying really not to debate, because he really know, like, man, I really should be fighting against this shit, because this shit makes sense. And I see how they trying to bite him into a debate, and he like, man, I'm really not debating with y'all. I'm really agreeing with y'all. Like, I do not believe biological men should not be playing in women's sports. He says just a competitive disadvantage. It just makes sense. He like, there's no liberal, no Democrat, no guy in the hood, no guy back in the black communities advocating for that. We don't. He's saying, us Democrats ain't that liberal or that ridiculous or that progressive, however you want to describe it. And then Candace goes on to say, but the problem is that I wouldn't even describe a man wearing a dress as a woman. She like, that's disrespectful to me as a woman to think that you can just completely like nigga skip or hack your way to womanhood. You don't gotta go through none of the women in the shoes, no menopause, no. You ain't gotta go through none of the shit the women go through, and all of a sudden you can be classified as a woman and receive every entitlement or every benefit or every criticism or whatever that comes with women. You just consider women. And then this brother had the audacity to reply to that and said, man, listen, I told y'all I agree with y'all. Biologically, man shouldn't participate in women's sports. He like, we know that from the 8th grade. I don't know what point he was trying to make with that, but that's what he said. And then he went on to say, but I do consider a trans woman a woman if that's how she identifies. I don't know if that's the exact quote, but he was saying like, I consider a trans woman a woman. I said, boy, brother, you gotta be nuts. Like, that is the most ridiculous. And I'm telling you, like, this is the shit that they say to us. The shit don't make no sense. And like I told you, I fuck with Mark. Mark is a married man, I'm sure, to a beautiful black sister. I never seen this sister. I don't know him personally, I just fuck with him. I'm sure he's married to a beautiful sister, because he got that type of swag. So I'm sitting back thinking like, man, you can identify a trans woman as a woman. I wonder what would happen if that trans woman asked you out on a date. I wonder, would you still consider her a woman then? I wonder if one of these trans women come up to all these heterosexual liberal ass beta man and say, man, look, man, I want to fuck with you. I'm a woman now. I want to see how many of you dudes date these women. Because that's going to tell us a lot about, that's going to explain a lot, actually. That's because I just been giving you niggas credit and calling y'all betas. Let me find out y'all something. Hey, let me find out you niggas lower down the alphabet. I've been giving you niggas the benefit of the doubt because you niggas black kings and y'all just don't realize that shit. But I've been giving you niggas the benefit of the doubt and just calling y'all betas. But okay, nigga, let me find out you so a progressive in your mindset that you would take one of these trans women out, nigga. That you would consider them as a wife. Or you would consider them for a wife. Let me find that out. Since they identify, since they are women now, let's see some of you heterosexual, liberal, progressive, LGTB community supporting niggas date some of these trans women. I'm sure they need love too. I'm saying, you know, shit, they can use some love too. Man, y'all crazy, man. That don't even make sense. You niggas know. If y'all went out with one of these trans women, she like, I used to be a man, you know how you gonna look at that. Oh, you a man. Nowhere in the world we can continue dating. I'm saying, man, just think about it like that a little bit, man. Before y'all just go, man, get just holding on for dear life to these stupid ass, liberal ass, progressive ideas. Just think about that shit, because sometimes a lot of that shit is anti-black, man. And when it ain't anti-black, listen what I'm telling you. When it's not anti-black, it's pro-explorative. That means everybody can get it. That's how these politicians function. Everybody can get it. And I'm telling you, man, that shit is looking like it is the end. This is looking like an age, man. And man, listen, bros, I tell y'all, I'm not even just talking to the black man or the black woman, because this is another thing, man. Oh yeah, I got a couple of more things I'm gonna catch y'all before I end this motherfucking podcast, because I got a couple of more things that I seen today that, at the very least, struck my interest. Matter of fact, this ain't even from the other day. This is something I should have said on the last podcast. If y'all didn't see that shit, go check that out too, man. That shit funny too. I had meant to mention, but I didn't, because I had noticed everything, you know what I'm saying, on election night, man, that when they was doing their exit polls, everybody was like, oh shit, man, the number one issue is democracy. And boy, them Democratic liberals was getting happy, like, oh my God, you should have seen Van Noss. Like, it's amazing to us that she actually persuaded them that democracy is more important than the economy. Like, they thinking she did her job. She finna get elected to the next president. Like, ooh, we was down there, but her motherfucking strategy was the right one. Like, I'm just looking at this confidence, and I'm saying, this how so distant and far away, man, these fucking bourgeois yuppie ass Negroes is from real niggas. Like, fool, like, y'all really think that when she was screaming all that Nazi and racist shit, that we thought that he was the threat to democracy? Come on, man. You know why democracy became the number one issue? When people got to seeing you motherfuckers keep motherfucking, what word I'm looking for? Sabotage democracy. Y'all kept doing it, man. No primary. Just threw her in there, got rid of Biden. We watching y'all destroy democracy. Letting in tens of millions of fucking immigrants, sending them to motherfucking swing states, trying to get them amnesty. We seeing y'all trying to circumvent democracy. That's the word I meant, circumvent. We watched it. We knew y'all was the threat to democracy. Just from the fact that y'all was sitting back here trying to make him a threat, made us watch y'all motherfuckers closely, boy. And every twist, every turn, you motherfuckers gave us the opportunity to reaffirm that y'all full of shit. You motherfuckers are extremely full of shit, and we peeped it, and we figured y'all to be the democracy threat. We knew y'all was trying to kill democracy. Why else would you let 10 million motherfuckers in the country? Like, that don't even make sense. Like, why would you let... Like, come on, man. I don't even know. Keep talking about that. Like, why would you let like you clearly trying to replace the black vote. You're really trying to just reestablish the Democratic base because you know you guys was losing, man. And it's not because of your message or your messengers. It's strictly because we don't need you motherfuckers or y'all message. We want to self-govern. We don't trust y'all to have our best interests at heart. And why do we need to? We are in a free democracy. We are in a constitutional republic. We do not need government to take care of us. We need government to allow us to take care of ourselves. Get the fuck out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. For real. That's what this vote was about. Getting back to the core of this shit. Like, and I hope this shit get used, because I hope this shit reach somebody computer screen that's in the Democratic office or in some type of, or somebody was sent back with some political ambitions and shit and studying the playbooks of all these past lame ass politicians who have failed America. I hope this y'all catch this video and see like, oh yeah, you better revise your strategy, brother, because we ain't with it no more. You hear me? And one more point before I end this. To women vote. Yay, motherfucking queens. Yay to y'all goddesses. Y'all are fantastic. Y'all, boy, because they had to be hard for y'all. Boy, to see through that shit, for y'all to see through that shit, it had to be hard for y'all. Come on, woman running. Oh, man. Appearance of strength and tenaciousness. She in the fucking biggest sororities. Like, oh, that shit. For y'all to see through that. In the words of somebody a long time ago, y'all go, girl. Because I was not expecting that, boy. But then I should have knew it, you know. I mean, I should have knew it. I should have knew, man, these women, man, they fed up too. They understand too. Like these sisters, these women. And I'm not just talking about black women. I'm talking about women. Period. Like women want real man and real women back in control of their own families, their own communities, man, their own households, man. Like this just ain't no male ambition. This is a woman's ambition too. Like motherfuckers want some of this shit, maybe not all of this shit, but some of this shit to go back to how it used to be, man. Where man were being man and women were being women, and that shit wasn't derogatory or shameful, or you know, when you ain't have to change who you was to fit in, to be politically correct, to not get censored. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta like what I gotta say, but you ain't gonna tell me I ain't got the right to say it. That don't make no sense, nigga. That's un-American. So listen, y'all, man, that's all I want to touch on, man. I just jumped on here, man. Shit. Cause I kept pacing this shit, man. I didn't want to do that shit, but I said, fuck it, man. I had to turn this shit on, man, and share this message, man. So, man, fuck with your boy, man. You hear me? Like, man, and man, y'all stay tuned and stay ready, man. And y'all know how I feel, man. Stay out your body. Reside in your spirit. That's where your potential at. Until next time. Peace and love.